In our driver's seat is the 2008 Subaru Outback, and this is an LL Bean edition. Subaru started making aircraft around 1917 in Japan and have come a long way to making cars, especially for the North American market. Now, this is the world's first sport utility wagon. It's now in its third generation, and this vehicle comes with loads of options, including all-wheel drive.
You know what? The all-wheel drive system is truly one of the crown jewels of all Subaru technology. But when you take that and you combine it with a new 6-cylinder engine and the SI drive, the Subaru Intelligent Drive System, it makes the car take itself to a new refined level of driving pleasure. When you take that pleasure and that refinement to the inside as well, you get the LL Bean edition. We're going to take a look at the inside, the navigation system, and the best interior ever before in an Outback. But first, let's start right under the hood.
When we lift the hood of the 2008 Subaru Outback, we'll find a 3-liter H6 underneath, and of course this was first seen at the 2004 Chicago Auto Show, right Dennis?
You're right, and you know the thing is, it's not about numbers. It's got over 240 horsepower now, but it's about the word I said before, refinement. The way that this new 6-cylinder engine makes you forget the fact that you're driving a good old-fashioned Outback. Now, there was nothing wrong with the 4-cylinder, and they still produce it, believe me, there's nothing wrong with that motor, but it's about the level of security and the level of luxury that you feel in this car like no other before. The all-wheel drive Outback has been put through its paces by more than one journalist. Myself, I've driven one of these cars unlike anyone's ever going to drive it if they personally own one. I've gone off cliffs, off jumps, in the mud, all the things that it was designed to do, but you're never going to do. You have to look in the back of your mind and think of it this way. This car is a great on-road vehicle that will get you to the ski slopes, through the bad weather, even on a fire road. But if you have to, you actually could take it off the road. The question is, will you? When you're looking at the styling of the Outback, you have to remember that we're testing the LL Bean, the high watermark of all Outbacks out there. Now, when you look at the way that they've taken this vehicle and done body side cattings that are body colored, all the little attributes that make it an LL Bean, you have to remember how more basic the original car was. Subaru has been able to take all the technology we just talked about and now make it look like a true luxury off-road vehicle.
Dennis will probably kill me for this, but I'm reminded of something that was told to me by one of the car design gurus of the world, Ian Cullum. Ian said, things should be complex, but not complicated. And I think this car hits the nail on the head. These strips here are gloss, the rest matte. Look at the way it convexes on the inside, and there's a concave piece at the front. There's many different surfaces to this car, many different levels, yet it really looks simple, and that's the beauty of this Subaru.
Moving to the interior of the LL Bean Outback, you got to look at one of the best interiors ever to grace the Subaru badge. Now, as Nick jumps in, I'm going to make a note of a couple things. One is the fact that it has frameless door windows. Now, some might say that's an attribute, some might say it's kind of a downside, but for Subaru, it's worked for a long time. The other thing is the fact that these doors and the front have a 5-star crash rating, something that a lot of the other vehicles in the class don't have. The interior, however, is something that Nick does love.
I really do like the way they've done the interior of this car, right from the floor mats to the wood paneling to the semi-aluminum panels on the inside. Buttons are really well marked. The only downside I would say to this interior is the electronics are a little hard to get around. As we had this car, the clocks went back, we fell back an hour this weekend, and what we found was it was hard to reset the clock in this car. Apart from that, the interior is an A1+.
All right, we've taken a look all around the 2008 Outback LL Bean edition. Nick, give us your 2 ups and 1 down.
My first up for this vehicle is the drive. Very smooth, very unencumbered. I would say in its class, this is probably the best vehicle I've actually driven. It's so easy to turn corners, to accelerate. The car responds when you need it to, it brakes when you need it to, and it's easy to handle at speeds around corners. My other up for this vehicle is the interior. It's extremely well designed. Everything in the LL Bean is, of course, the carpets, the panels, the buttons, everything is great. My down for this vehicle, well, I've got one standard down with Subaru, and that is the gas usage on the all-wheel drive vehicles is still a bit high. But my real down for this vehicle is the fact it doesn't have Bluetooth. Now, they're looking for a young, modern, outgoing, urban type of person to buy this vehicle, and they're going to have Bluetooth phones. I'd like to see Subaru put Bluetooth in this vehicle.
Well, I think you're being a little persnickety, but I have a Bluetooth phone, so I have to agree with you. My up is going to be that new 3-liter 6-cylinder engine. You know what? I've never driven an Outback with so much refinement from under the hood. The other side is the fact that it makes you feel like you're truly driving an upscale vehicle. That's going to make my 2 ups. It really is all about this LL Bean Test Edition. Now, sure, the regular Outback is still a great vehicle, but when you add that 6-cylinder and the refinement and the luxury of this model, I tell you what, it's the best Outback ever. Now, it does come with a downside, the price. The price is a little heavy for an Outback. Now, the standard model starts around 22, 23 grand. This model, on the other hand, is several thousand above that. The 2008 Subaru Outback 3.0R LL Bean with navigation system comes standard with a 3-liter dual overhead cam 6-cylinder engine and a 5-speed automatic transmission. Its standard vehicle price is $33,495 with an as-tested price of $34,810. City miles per gallon EPA rating is 17, while highway mile per gallon EPA rating is 24.
Here are the guys that make miles around possible. The Russ Auto Group, Baxter Auto Parts, Northside Ford, Ray Reese Dealerships, 4-Wheel Parts Performance Center, Grand Prix Imports, and J. Lee's Auto Group. Thanks, guys.